Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the Wide Bay area of Queensland, Australia. So today I want to share with you, I want to recreate a card that I've made for the Colour Inspiration Challenge number 162. We've got these beautiful vintagey, shabby chic kind of colors to work with today. I've done a little bit of prep work to start with, as per usual, but this is the photo that the lovely Rose has chosen for us as our inspiration, and we've got Very Vanilla, Azure Afternoon, Boho Blue and Early Espresso to work with. Okay, so I'll show you my card that I made. I am going to do something a little bit different today. It uses the Elegant Border dies and the Paper Florist dies, as well as, what are they? Gorgeously Made. And then there's a little bit of stamping and ink blending in the background. The flowers have been is a little bit of watercolouring, and we'll get to do that today. But for my card today, because not everyone is would have the Elegant Border dies, I just wanted to show you that you could use the same. Because I've used the leaves from the Gorgeously Made dies, you could do this. You're going to be able to do the same if you use the notebook edges from the same die set. So that's what I've gone and done. I've done the one side, the I don't know what you'd call that, the ripped, well, this is the ripped side, and then that's where you've torn the pages out of the book. But yeah, so that's what we'll do today. I've got a Boho blue card base, and we will just layer that on the top. I've got two sets of leaves that I'll trim them down a bit. And I've also, what I've gone and done ahead of time is I have stamped and then ink blended in one corner for the inside. So that will go on the inside. That will go on the inside like that, and that just pulls that same design from the front into the center of your card. Okay, so we are going to get a little bit messy today. I did go ahead of time because I went and watercolored some papers just by smooshing your ink pad down onto a glass surface or something that's a little bit, or not a little bit, that's non-porous. And then I went and I'll show you where I've got it here. And then I went and die cut a heap of flowers from, where are we? The Paper Florist dies. So using this die here, I've gone and die cut a heap, and I've got all them to use. I'm sure I'll be able to find a special project for them. So I've gone and done that. I've got my cardstock here for my smooshing, and these are the dies that I used on my original card. Let me bring that back in over here again. So the Elegant Border dies, there's 4 dies in here that will give you different borders. And I've used this die, this particular one here. Let me just take those out the road because we don't need them. All right, so I've just gone down each side of my vanilla cardstock to give me a border on each side. And that's my original card. but we'll be using the gorgeously made ones today. All right, so the gorgeously made, you've got, in this set, you've got this foliage die, which is what I've used, and then the ripped side, and then you've got this other side that I've created, and like a notebook page, and then there's this also like it's almost like a torn washi tape kind of label die, and then a second foliage die. So okay, now I'll put them out the road. This is the stamp set. We'll be using this guy here, and this, and I've used this on the center, on the middle. I do not have my words with me today. I've stamped this image and then this guy in second generation early espresso for the center of the card. Still don't know whether I've said that right, but anyway. Okay, so where's my little packet? Oh no, before I start, what I also wanted to show you is when I was originally playing around, I made these other flowers with, and it had like a boho blue edge, and it wasn't quite the look I was after, and a little bit of Winker Stella on the middle. Not quite the look I was after, so I changed it up to the early espresso, and I kind of felt, I was much happy with that and felt that it tied in with the card a little bit more. Okay, so in my toolkit, what do I need? Blending brushes. I've got a large one and a small one. I've got a dauber. I do have my take a pick tool and my snips. I've got pearls. I put pearls on the front of that one, so I've got them out. Twine. I've already made my bow because I didn't want to faff about on camera. You know, let's tie a bow while everyone's watching. Yeah, good luck with that one. I have glue dots. I have dimensionals, both the regular and the mini. And then, what else have I got? My inks, Tombow, and a couple of blocks. I've got a couple of blocks here. And a cup of coffee over to the side, just in case. All right, so to begin with, I'm going to just put that somewhere nice and safe, because I can see that getting splattered with all our gorgeous bits and pieces. Okay, so to begin with, I don't need that for now. And we'll move that out the road. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to lay a little bit of ink down, and because this is glass, it just lays on top of the surface, and I'm going to add a little bit more boho blue. And my water, I needed some water. Where's my spray spritzer? I've got my spritzer. Lots and lots of water. Let them muddle up, let them pool. Use your finger if you want to mix them up a little bit more. Okay, I need some paper towel. And then all I did is I've got, I actually think I used basic white for this, but we'll use very vanilla for now. And I just literally just soaked my paper, and you get this gorgeous mottled look. Okay, and then the more you go back, you will get a stronger color, but you get this beautiful mottled texturized piece of cardstock, which is using the two blues which are in the color challenge. It looks amazing. Now, somewhere on my desk here, I have got my chamois, but I cannot find it because I went and got it earlier, and now I can't find it. So I will just use a piece of paper towel. And we're just going to wipe that off. And we're all nice and clean again, ready to go on to our next step. Now what you need to do is you need to allow that to dry. Grab your heat tool if you're a little bit impatient, but you need to let that dry just as dry as much as you can. But yeah, so just we're going to put that aside and let that work. Dry off. But now I'm going to grab, I have prepared some earlier. Oh no, those are the ones that I cut out from the other one. I don't need any. These are the ones that I prepared earlier, and I'll show you what I've done with these. And I haven't done all of them because I wanted to show you how I did it. Okay, so on the edges, around the edges, after die cutting, I've gone and added a little bit of early espresso ink to all the edges of the flowers, basically. And I did that using the small blending brush, and then I've gone and added a little bit of early espresso ink with my dauber, just to give a little bit of texture to the centers of my flowers. And I want to then go in with my Wink of Stella. And I will just add a little bit of sparkle to the ends. I'm not going to go into the middle, because if I do that, I'm going to, because the ink is water-based and our Wink of Stella is also water-based, it's going to just smudge that up. So by just doing the stamens and not the actual center, it'll just give a little bit of sparkle. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, we've got our dauber. I've got a little bit of ink in my lid here. I'm going to add a little bit to my dauber and very, very gently apply that to the middle, and you have just a teeny tiny little bit of color and texture to the middle. Okay, we can put that away, and I'll get my Wink of Stella again and just add a little bit of sparkle to those stamens. Now the Paper Florist Dies you might have missed in the catalogue, because they are a standalone product. They aren't bundled with a stamp set, and they are such a lovely die set. They I think there's maybe 3 different flower styles. All right, so I'm going to show you what I did on this one flower. I've got my small brush here. I'm just going to tap off, and I did this with all all the flowers. Basically the same. Just to add a little bit of definition to the edges. And like I said, I did do it, originally I did it with the boho blue and I really didn't like it. So I thought, you know what, let's just go back and do it with the early espresso. So that's what I did. I need my, where's my water? Where's my spritzer? Get my spritzer and we'll just wipe that off with a paper towel. You can use anything. I wish I knew what I did with my bloomin' chamois, and it's gone missing in action. And then to shape the petals, I just literally pulled them through. You can use a bone folder, but I just literally pulled them through my fingers. Easy peasy. And now we're going to layer them up using, I use the mini dimensionals. Where are they? Here we go. So work out which ones you want on the bottom. And it's just a matter of layering them all up now. And I offset them. Oh, there's a little black bug flying around in front of my nose. There we go. Okay, oops. And then again, another dimensional. Now, if this is going in the mail, you might just want to make these flat because postage will be extra having this many levels. Okay, and then we're going, again, I'm just going to shape them with my fingers and then just stick that on. Don't be afraid, if you want to do this technique, don't be afraid to play with color. I've got a dimensional backing in there. Don't be afraid to play with color. You know, you might want to combine 3 colors. Just be careful though that you don't mix them too much so they end up muddy. You know, if you wanted to play it safe, you choose colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. You know, blues and purples, purples and pinks, blues and greens, yellows and greens, yellows and oranges. All right, so there are our 3 flowers. Done. We'll put them up there. And where are my little bits and pieces? Over here. All right, so I'm just going to trim these off because we don't need these so long. And now I do need a piece of paper. I need this one. And I'm going to, all right, so you can kind of get an idea where you want to stamp. So for my design, I went this way, and then I thought, well, that's going diagonal this way. Let's do our stamping diagonal the other way, opposite. So that's what I did. And I'm going to do maybe even 3rd generation. So I'm going to go, oops. There we go. That is not straight at all. No, I still need that. And then I'm going to get my large blending brush and just add a little bit of color. Okay. All right, so we've done that, we've done that. Now it's just a matter of gluing it all down. That is not straight, not at all. So I've gone that way. Let's just go. I'm just adding a little bit of glue in the larger spots. Turn that around. Okay, now I will add more dimensionals possibly, because I did on my other one, and I kind of felt just so that allow those petals not to fall flat. And where are we? Here we go. I have literally got stuff everywhere. All right, so I do colour the backs of my dimensionals just so that I can tell if I have removed the backings. Okay, so I'm just going to place these down. The other one is stuck. Kinda like so. And now I'm going to commit. Okay. And my bow, I'm going to add, I will see if I can tie a bow for you, show you how it's done. I'm not an expert by any means, and I'm just going to grab this and just tuck this in under here. Oh, like so. We'll just fan out those loops a little bit. Okay, so there's our card. There's the front of our card. We will add a little bit of glue to that. Might have been easier if you would have stuck this down first and then worked on it. Just move this across just a little. Okay, there's our card front. No, let's add some pearls. Where are my pearls? So I've got the iridescent pearls here. And we'll add a few pearls. I'll use it. I like it. Oh no, here maybe. There we go. All right, so there are our pearls, just to form that triangle. All right, and again, I did the same. I stamped the foliage image and then the distressed text or print, and just added a little bit, blended a little bit of early espresso over the top with my blending brushes. And that just pulls, like I said earlier, just pulls that design from the front into the middle of your card. Okay, so there's the middle, there's your front. And while I have everyone here, I will attempt to try and tie a bow just so that... So I like to start from the roll end, and I 4 fingers, that's not enough, and I go around. Oh, that's rude. Goodness me. So 1, 2, 3. I kind of open. Well, this is how I do it. It's not the proper way, and I do a loop around and then I pull that nice and tight, says she. And then you have a bow. So you've got 3 loops and 2 tails. Okay, I can do it again if you like. Oops, I can get this undone. Okay, so start 1, 2, 3, and then I find it easier. You can kind of go in somehow. No, that hasn't done it. I do prefer to do it this way. And then I just pull it, loop it through so there's a knot, and then pull it nice and tight. That is not how the experts do it, but that's how I do it. Okay, so there's your bow. Oh. Okay, well that's it from me. Thanks guys. So here's the one I did today. We don't need the pearls underneath, thank you. Here's the one that I did, my prototype. Showing that if you don't have these, you can use the Gorgeously Made dies, which I've used for the background stamping and the foliage dies. But yes, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope I've inspired you. If you have some crafty friends that you think you might like to watch this, please go and share. And because it's great to be able to share our creativity. So yeah, have a good week everyone, have a good fortnight, and oh, is this just before Easter? Maybe not. No, I hope everyone's had a nice Easter. I'm not really sure when this video is going up, but yes, have a good one and see you all again soon, I hope. Bye for now.